Bronx.
Batman Returns. Joel Siegel's review at 5.
Oh, do you think I look all right? I was thinking maybe I should have asked you to bring my blue dress instead of...
Honey, listen, you look just fine.
I can't sleep. I mean, I've been here for 3 awful nights, and I just lie there and I stare at the ceiling. Last night there was someone in a cell down the hall screaming all night.
Sarah, we're gonna get you out.
Well, why hasn't Hank been able to dig up something about Julia, something so that I don't have to go into that courtroom? I mean, he knows that she was involved with a man I saw Carlo kill, and he knows that she can walk.
Yeah, but that's because we told him that.
What are we going to do if all the concrete evidence they have just points at me? What am I going to do?
Honey, listen to me. Listen. John Russell is on his way over here right now, and we're going to discuss our strategy.
Well, do me a favor, okay? Just look at me like you're a jury member. Do I look guilty or innocent?
Sweetheart, listen, you're going to be tried on the facts, not on how you look, all right? Okay. And the facts speak for themselves. You are innocent. So you just hold on, Paradise, okay?
Okay.
You just hold on.
Coolness, my first poster.
You got a real future here, Alana. That's pretty.
Thank you. The next Picasso of Luis Landview.
So, Alana,
what?
the other night, how'd it go? You know, you and Joey, your date.
Okay, all right. It was awesome. He's so funny and he's cute.
Yeah, Joey's a great guy.
Yeah, well, he thinks you're a hero.
I told you. Kid's got great judgment, you know?
Billy, have you,
Have I what?
you know, told him about...
Alana, come on, get a life. I'm not gonna tell...
Well, I know he'd be okay with it. He would.
Alana...
All right, I'm sorry. All right. I just thought that, you know, because you guys were friends, you could tell him.
We are. And I will tell him.
Yeah?
Someday.
Well, when?
June 19th. In the year 2034.
Billy, get serious.
I am serious, Alana. I don't want to tell him now.
All right, fine. All right.
And I don't want you to tell him either.
Who do you think I am?
A friend. A friend who knows how to keep a secret.
You know, Dorian is right. I mean, with this entire custody battle, it's going to cost me at least $8,000 or $10,000 to get a divorce from Kevin.
You think Kevin's going to fight you for this baby?
Oh, God, I think the entire Buchanan family is going to be behind this custody battle. I mean, I can see it. I mean, can't you? Vicky's going to call this big family meeting. She's going to call everybody into the living room. They're going to sit down and discuss what Kevin should do, whether he wants to or not. I mean, after all, you know, the Buchanan commandment, thou shalt not make thine own decisions.
Well, Leanne, how many lawyers did you call?
Oh, 3, 4.
They all gave you the same deal, 8 or 10 grand? Well, if that's how much it costs, then that's how much it costs. You just need to pick the one that you like best, I guess.
Jason, it's not quite that simple, you know. I just can't afford that kind of money.
Let me worry about it, okay?
What?
I think I can get Dorian to hire me back at the Intruder.
What?
Oh, she tells me I'm good at the candid stuff that she likes. 1 or 2 months of assignments.
Jason, wait a second, no. No, I'm not going to let you do that.
Why not?
Well, because it's not your problem.
I care about you.
It doesn't mean you have to get involved.
Yeah. You pay attention, okay? You need to get out of this marriage, and you want to keep your baby. And you need help, and I'm it, okay? No arguments.
One Life to Live. Brought to you by Pedigree Dog Food. Developed with vets. Recommend.
Oh, John, thank God you're here. Thanks.
Well, we still have a little time before the trial starts. How are you both holding up?
Well, we're hanging in there. John, we gave Hank Gannon the information about Julia Medina. Now, it seems to me that the least he could do would be to agree to just postpone the start date for this trial.
John, I saw Julie get up out of the wheelchair and walk.
I believe you, Sarah. But A, Gannon's only got your word for it. And B, even if it is true, it's not exactly rock-hard evidence that Julia killed Carlo, is it?
Well, it establishes that she not only had a motive, she had an opportunity.
Well, that's what we're going to try and prove in court, Bo.
Well, I wish we would have proved it before Sarah had to even stand trial.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is see if I can get some more time to follow up on this lead with Julia. And I'll move again for a continuance.
Will you get it?
I don't know. I'm going to be meeting an unexpected obstacle in court today. Miss Kate Noonan.
Who?
The assistant DA that Hank brought in. She's a powerhouse. Believe me, under that sweet exterior, she's one very, very smart cookie.
Look, I do not want you to go back to Dorian, all right?
Why not? Are you saying that Dorian is bad for me, Leanne?
No, I'm saying she is your average Mother Teresa.
All right, well, look, you don't need to worry about Dorian because there's nothing going down between us
Good,
anymore.
I'm glad you know that, but does she know that?
It's not to worry, okay?
Jason, look, please don't go back to her. I mean, look at how far you've come.
What? You mean with the reading thing?
Yes, with the reading thing. I think that's pretty important, don't you?
Well, you're the one who did all the work. You put a lot into it.
No, don't do that. You did all the hardest stuff, okay? And look, it's not just the reading. It's you. I mean, well, you've changed. You've become a little bit softer. No, I mean kinder and gentler. You don't want to see that all go down the drain, do you?
No, and I wouldn't, and I won't. Working for Dorian would only be to help you pay for the divorce and the custody hearing.
I
That's
do
it.
not trust her.
I can handle her. You saw me throw her out of my room the other day, right?
I also saw you a couple of weeks ago when you brought her to your room. Just who was handling who?
We had some work we had to go over. She wanted to see some new equipment that
Oh,
I
new
got.
equipment.
I told you, it's over.
All I know is what I saw. When you two came back down here, it didn't look like you were showing her your darkroom equipment.
All right, well, things have changed since then.
And things can also change back.
This is funny.
What?
You.
What?
You're jealous.
Oh. Oh, God. Please.
Okay.
What? Jason, that's ridiculous. I am not jealous. That's silly. What? Don't me, all right? I'm just your friend, okay? And Dorian is dangerous.
So if me and Dorian were locked up in the same room for an hour, doesn't mean anything to you, right?
No. Jason, I worry about you, that's all.
About my safety.
God, you're impossible.
Michelle, I told you. Field all questions from those blood-sucking so-called journalists with one answer, no comment. I will speak to them all at my noon press conference. I have had it with Alex all enough. Now, don't these scandal sheet vultures have anything better to write about? Look at...
I'll try not to take that comment personally. But you should know, Herb, that yellow journalism is the finest form of flattery.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Mom.
I'm just trying
Don't
to
you
help.
see? The dad needs our support right now. We've got to find a way to contain this scandal.
How? What answer could I possibly have to a front-page photograph of the mayor of Lambview tangled up with two prostitutes?
The truth. That Alex put a drug in your drink, and when you were unconscious, had those prostitutes pose with you.
You think anybody would believe that story?
Why not?
Well, because, Cassie, I'm sorry to say this to my own daughter, but there was a time in my life, you see, when this sort of thing that you see on the front page wasn't so far from the truth, and plenty of people remember that, aren't there?
Well, this isn't the truth, and that was 100 years ago.
Well, honey, in politics, what's true is not what's true, but what people believe is true. And what people believe and want to believe is that politicians are the worst people that ever lived, and so is every other public figure.
You remember what happened when Blair arranged to have those intimate pictures of me and Jason Webb smeared all over the front page of the Intruder? My own paper? Well, people ate it up like dessert.
Mom, we are not talking about you.
I was just trying to make a point.
Did you realize in the last 2 days, 5 separate local leaders have asked me to step down quietly?
Herb, you can't.
Dorian, the power brokers of Landview have turned their backs on me. Now, what kind of a mayor could I possibly be if I have no support? How can I get my programs through? How can I woo business and tax money into Landview when the people I'm negotiating with smirk at the mention of my name?
That woman is destroying someone I love again.
What now, no, nobody's going to destroy me, Cassie. Now, listen. This is only happening because Alex had the demented idea she was marrying me because of my position. Now, all I have to do is step aside and she finds somebody else to go after.
I only wish I'd sucked her harder.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take charge of this situation. I'm not going to let her make the next move. This horror story is going to end today.
But, Herb, Dad, what are you going to do?
Tune in, ladies.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Joe. Sorry to hear about the other night, man. Bummer, huh?
What?
Well, you know, you and Alana. Total wipeout, right? The date from hell, I think she called it. That's...
All right, so you think you're being funny, huh?
Hey, aren't I?
Hey, am I laughing?
All right, there goes my career as a stand-up out the window.
That's okay. You got another career.
Yeah?
As a matchmaker.
Oh, so we're talking thumbs up here, right?
We're talking thumbs up.
Well, in that case, it's 2 thumbs up because she was pretty...
Alana told you? What'd she say? Come on.
Well, you know, she said that you had a great time and that she thinks you're really cute.
She said that? She
Yeah.
did? No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was a Peter Gabriel. That was the key move.
Come on, Joe. Give yourself some credit, man. You're a stud.
A stud, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess you're waiting for me to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I didn't say it yet.
Well, then, you know.
Thank you.
Okay.
If it weren't for you, I don't know.
Not me and Peter Gabriel, I know.
No, well, mostly you. I'm telling you, I brought her out on the terrace. That was a surprise move you suggested. Really worked.
Excellent. So, when are you going out again?
I don't know. Soon, I hope. But I don't want to make her think I'm too eager or anything, right?
I wouldn't worry about that if I were you.
Well, that's probably true if you were me, but I'm me, and I worry. I'm not like you.
You don't think I worry?
About girls? No, I don't. I think you probably have all this down pat by now.
What?
All of it. What to do when, what to say when, how far to go. I mean, am I right or what? Tell me.
I told you. My lips are sealed, all right?
Billy, the entire future of my relationship with Alana depends on you. You've been there, I haven't. You don't have to name names or anything, okay? But I'm dependent on you. Tell me what I need to do so I don't screw things up.
Later. I gotta get the phone. Hello, hotline. What's on your mind? Hey, yeah, Billy here. It's good to talk to you.
That the male orca whale only mates once in his entire lifetime.
What?
Yeah, whales are strange animals. The male, he waits for his mate. Might even take years, but once he finds her, honey, that's it. She is the only one forever.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I say you take that big plunge and declare yourself to Leanne.
Declare myself? Luna, you gotta get out more. What kind of language is that? Declare
Honey,
myself.
that is the language of people in love. You called it yourself. I saw those little green horns of jealousy hovering over Leanne's
Luna,
head.
I think that you should save your love bug advice stuff for the radio.
Jason, now I think it's high time that girl knows how you feel about her. If you leave her in the dark, let me just tell you something. From my own personal experience, leaving a girl in the dark is just a downright tragedy.
What do you want me to do?
Well, first of all, I think you need to take a big, deep, cleansing breath and expel Dorian Lord from your life. Now next, take another big, deep breath Think about the goddess. Look Leanne square in her eyes. Scoop her up in your arms and say it.
All you have to do, honey, is sit in the courtroom and listen.
Why?
Because we're the only family that Carlo has in Landview.
I don't want to go.
Well, your uncle would have wanted us both there. At least on the first day. Just consider it a gesture of respect.
I can be respectful at home.
No, you can't, Stephanie.
You don't understand, Alex.
Look, I will be sitting next to you the entire time.
I don't want to hear all those details. The bullets, the blood, his last word.
Look, I don't want to hear it either, Stephanie.
But you're stronger than I am. Please don't make me go, Alex. Please.
You have to be strong. We both have to be strong. Never let the enemy see you weaken.
The enemy? Alex, who's the enemy?
Each and every person who wasn't loyal to your uncle or to me.
Well, geez, that's almost everyone.
You're right. This is an amazingly stupid town. Finish your pancakes, honey.
I'm not hungry.
Stephanie, darling, you must buck up. This trial is only going to last 5 minutes anyway. Trust me.
How do you know?
Because your auntie has her finger on the heartbeat of this city, and it's definitely going up. I have a hunch that some very important evidence is going to materialize very soon.
Count on Sears Brand Central for brand name values on electronics.
Mr. Mayor, can you tell us why you were found
Another
drunk?
short statement to me. 2 days ago, I was found unconscious in that chair right over there, in what appeared to be an alcoholic stupor. Appearances can be, and in this case, are deceiving. I was drugged. I was brought over here by someone who is intent on destroying my character and my reputation. Unfortunately for me, she's doing an excellent job. With a tip of the hat to the very few members of the press corps who regard public figures as so much carrion. Under the circumstances, I feel that I can no longer function as the mayor the people of this fine city need and want and deserve. I therefore tender my resignation immediately.
Mr. Mayor, can you please tell us the name of the person you claim to be the person?
No, I can't.
What are you doing, Mr. Mayor?
Let's go.
The name of the person they claim to be the
Mr. Mayor, how can you just do that and walk out? Mr. Mayor, please.
Got delivery for Mrs. Buchanan?
Oh, take that. How are you doing, Sugar Dumpling? Is that your name,
Fine, thanks.
Ken? Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, ma'am.
Here you go. You have a good day.
You too.
Lee, registered letter for you. Oh, yeah, for me? I don't know. Open it up. Let's find out. Could be from some rich relative, you know, who just happened to find out you have a little baby. Well, Sugar, what is it? It isn't bad news, is it? Excuse me. Well, Lee, honey, tell me what it is.
Dear Leanne, I'm coming home tomorrow. Coming home tomorrow. Kevin.
The truth is out there somewhere. The truth that could free Sarah. The truth that could put an end to this entire mess. And it makes me feel stupid that I don't know a way to find it.
Oh, please, you are not stupid.
What? Blind then? How about blind? Is there something that we're not seeing here, some little piece of evidence that we haven't found? Or maybe we have found it. We just have to look at it at a different angle or something, and all the pieces of the puzzle just fall into place and it'll spell out the real killer's name?
Please.
Bo, I think you're grabbing at straws here, buddy.
Well, you know what? I've got to grab at something because I don't have a lot of faith in the legal system right now.
Well, it's our only hope that we have right now, and I happen to think we've got a pretty good chance.
Well, if it's so good, why are we even in this room having this conversation? Look, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the system supposed to protect the innocent? Isn't that the whole point here?
Got any last-minute tips for me, Hank?
No, Kate, you don't need it. Look, juries love that warm, straight-from-the-shoulder kind of thing that you bring. That's why I pitched you for this case. You're going to make a great team.
Let me at her.
All right, listen. I'm going to lay back on this one, all right? I want you to do the bulk of the questioning, and for sure, I want you to do the cross-examination of Sarah.
No problem.
Now, just remember, Sarah's got a lot of friends here in Landview. And if it looks to the jury that we're beating up on her, victimizing her like Hesser did, we're down the tubes.
Gotcha.
Well, we have to convince the jury that Sarah murdered him. And because of who she was, the courts would blink when it came time to charge her.
I'm not too worried about selling that theory. It's not having any hard evidence that worries me. However, the murder weapon was found in Sarah's home. She and her former husband, Beau, lied about their alibis on the night of the murder. She burned the red raincoat, which placed her near the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I love that bit.
Yeah, and then there's the 50 extra unaccounted for miles on her rental car from the night of the murder. I have to tell you, for a case based on circumstantial evidence, this is not half bad.
And it would make a more solid case if we had something stronger placing her at the scene of the crime that night.
Would this fill the bill? I took some of my men back to Max Holden's house to look things over one more time, and we found that key under the bushes. Someone must have kicked it there.
Maggie, please tell me there are fingerprints.
Oh, bright and shiny.
Oh, be still, my heart. And they belong to...
You got it. Sarah Buchanan. Bingo.
Stain-resistant rugs resist most stains, but some are irresistible. That's why there's Woolite Tough Stain Rug Cleaner. It's tough on stains, but safe even on stain-resistant rugs. Trust Woolite Tough Stain.
Jason, this is the moment of truth.
It is?
Yes, honey, that telegram said Kevin's coming back tomorrow. You have got to tell Leanne how you feel now, or you might lose her forever.
I'm kind of not ready, Luna.
Well, you just got to get yourself ready. Just like you're learning to read, Sugar. You just had to leap in and dive forward, where you just need to, you just fast forward and tell Leanne how you really feel. Here. This is some rose quartz, and it's warm.
Oh,
it's for love. It's going to help you.
I don't need a chunk of rock.
Jason, for once in your material life, would you get spiritual?
Am I supposed to take her some flowers, too?
Honey, flowers would be nice.
Why does he gotta come back anyway? Don't you think Kevin will make a nice cowboy farmer or something?
Well, honey, he had to come back. He's got a baby due any day now.
Yeah.
Well, now look. I know advice isn't high on your list right now. So let's just pretend that it's not advice, okay?
Okay.
All right, now I'm just going to talk to you as one lovesick bird to another.
I'm not a bird, Luna.
Jason, now just look at me. I've had to fill my days with Wanda's Place and Serenity Springs and the radio. 3 jobs, so I won't have to think about Max Holden, my so-called business partner.
She's still gone?
Yeah.
He hasn't written or called?
And heard from him since Blair Daimler married Asa, and trying not to think about it because it just makes me too miserable.
Well, now, did you tell him how you felt?
Oh, yeah.
And he's still not here?
Now, Jason, that is different. Max is... Look, I just don't want to see you pining like me forever over somebody you don't have to pine over because you could have told them how you felt and changed everything, if you get my meaning here.
What if Leanne says no, too? What if...
Jason, listen to me. Who holds the key to your heart right now?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. Take a risk. Open the door to hers.
It's kind of scary.
Think of the orca whale.
I'm not a whale, Luna.
You're not a whale. You're not a bird. What are you trying to tell me? You a coward?
It's in the bag. This is what we need to get a conviction.
Look, I'm not so sure. Maggie, you said you found this at Max's house.
Yeah, under the bushes.
Near the trash bins?
Yeah, how did you know?
Sarah went back to Max's house the other day. Brought me the pictures of Julia and JJ, the informant. The ones that she says Julia tossed into the trash bin. Maybe that's where she dropped the key, when she was digging in the trash.
Well, how do you know it wasn't when she murdered Carlo?
I don't.
Then it's possible.
Well, I'd be a lot happier if this key was time-stamped.
Well, I want it admitted into evidence. Defense will have to know right away.
Maggie, did you figure out where this key fits?
No, we only just identified the fingerprints this morning.
Well, it doesn't look like a house key.
Yeah, and it doesn't fit Bo or Sarah's house. We're still working on it.
All right, good job.
Thank you, Hank.
Yeah. Well, we got to find out what this key opens.
Well, just make sure you come down to the community center, all right?
No, I swear, I don't think you're weird. Well, there must be someone you can talk to. I don't know who exactly. Well, listen, you can go. Hello? Great. Oh, I feel like I was just dumped in the deep end of a pool.
What, something deep, huh?
What do you say to a guy who tells you he thinks he might be gay?
You say, honey, let's meet. You just might be my type.
What did you say, Joey?
Well, mostly I listened. The guy says that he's been having these feelings for other guys lately. And he doesn't know who to talk to.
You tell him to talk to me, and I'll straighten him out.
Joey, did you tell him to call back? You know, let him, give him numbers of counselors?
I couldn't. He hung up.
I bet he's in my art class. That class is fag heaven.
Decker's art class? You gotta really watch your back up there.
Seriously, guys, the guy's confused. He doesn't know what to do, who to talk to.
Tell him their phone numbers in the jar.
Guys, I don't think this is that funny, okay?
Well, excuse me. Are we a little sensitive on this subject ourselves?
Guys, just cut it out, all right?
Hey, my little sister's got some dresses your size. Of course, she's a little more developed.
Hey, why don't you clowns give it a rest? Billy, wait! Are you okay?
Fine.
Well, come on. Are you mad?
No.
Well, then what's with the dramatic exit?
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting sick of hearing people's problems all the time, nonstop. Maybe that's getting to me. You know, maybe my parents were right. Maybe I shouldn't work here during the summer. You know, I mean, who am I? Who am I to give people advice anyway?
What about the advice you gave me on Alana on our date? I mean, come on, it was perfect. It was on target.
Yeah. But I can't help thinking that maybe my parents were right. Maybe I should be giving swimming lessons at the country club or something, you know?
How can you say that? What about when you took over Marty's call? You were great. Come on. I mean, if you hadn't gotten on that line, that girl would be in the morgue right now, and you know it. You can't leave. You belong here.
Joey, I got a call today from a guy who hasn't spoke to his parents in 3 years. He was calling from a hospital. He had been shooting drugs and using a dirty needle and had given himself a bad case of hepatitis.
He was there alone?
Yeah, but he wanted to talk to his parents, but didn't know how. So he asked me if I would talk to him. it kind of got me thinking about my own problems, you know?
What problems?
Joey, I don't have problems like other people might think I have.
What do you mean about lying to your folks about the community center?
No, that's nothing compared.
Compared to what, Billy?
It's a big deal thing.
Did you do something wrong?
Wrong. That's a matter of opinion.
But are you in some kind of trouble? Like, is it drinking or something?
Joey, it's not that simple.
Okay. Is it something your folks don't know about yet?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then what is it? But how bad can it be?
Joey, this is very difficult.
We're friends.
I know that.
I wouldn't tell a soul.
I want to tell you. I've been wanting to tell you for a long time now.
Listen, you don't have to, okay?
I want to.
Well, if it's really that bad...
It's not that bad. It's just... It's really hard, you know. You gotta promise that if I tell you, you wouldn't say a word of this to my parents.
Billy, I don't hang out with them. Wait, does this have anything to do with Alana?
No. Well, yeah, sort of.
But have you and Alana done something?
No, I haven't. And no, she isn't. I understand.
Well, then what is it?
Joey, I'm gay.
This is my fault.
Oh, Cassie.
It's because you're so worried about me. That's why you resigned as mayor.
That's part of the reason, sure it is, but it is not the only reason.
Dad, you didn't have to quit. I can fight my own battles.
Yes, well, I hate to burst your very noble bubble, my sweet, but the reason I left was... It was the best thing to do. For me. Alex is a very dangerous woman for all of us.
Maybe I could go and talk to her.
No.
I forbid it. Mom, I'm not a child. That doesn't work anymore. Dad, what if I went and talked to her? Dad.
Honey, no. Your mother is right.
But
Now,
Dad...
No. I want you to do nothing about this. Now, if you love me, nod your head and say yes.
I love you.
Okay. Now, do you suppose I could have a moment alone with your mom?
Okay.
Okay?
You're worried, aren't you?
If Alex wants to go on with this revenge campaign of hers, oh, she could go digging and come up with some damaging stuff. Let's face it, my sweet, you and I have a few goodies rolling around in the closet. A lot of innocent people could get hurt.
Like Cassie, huh?
Hurt too much already. I just can't risk her being hurt anymore.
You are a very noble man, you know that?
Yeah, sure, I'm famous for it. You don't want me to the door?
Dad, what are you going to do?
Maybe I'll start writing the great American novel. Here, my first chapter, my resignation. You can frame it. Call it The Day Alex Olanoff Won.
Yeah. Hey, Ann, are you okay?
I'm going to see Kevin when he comes home tomorrow.
Is that a good idea?
I have to.
Why?
Because he is coming home especially for the baby.
You don't need him.
Kevin has been very good to me, Jason.
He does what he wants to do, and now it's your turn. You need to do what's good for you, and you have to do what makes you feel right.
Jason, the baby is due any day now.
And me and Luna are going to help you with the whole breathing thing.
I know.
You have to stay calm, right? That's what they said at the Lamar's place. Okay? You get nervous, the baby
Jason,
knows you
look,
get nervous.
I have to tell Kevin the truth.
Well, write him a letter.
No, I can't write him a letter, okay? I have to tell him in person. I have to tell him in person that the baby is not his.
You're not going to stay married. Why bother?
Excuse me. The goddess is watching you. Think of the orca whale and do it.
What?
Jason? What's she talking about? What is this orca whale thing? What is it that you have to do?
Now back pain doesn't have to ruin another night's...
What do you mean you're gay? What, is this some kind of joke or something?
I knew I shouldn't have told you.
Billy, wait.
It's okay, man. You're not going to get it.
I didn't mean...
It's not contagious, you know.
I'm sorry. Okay?
Sorry for what?
I don't know.
Maybe that's it. You don't know. Because you don't understand.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything.
Okay. It's just a surprise, you know. It surprised me.
And you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Then don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so are you gonna be at the center tomorrow?
Maybe. Yeah, sure.
Billy, why didn't you tell me this before?
The same reason I wish I never told you now.
Don't say that, okay?
Why? Why? Look how you're taking this.
Being what you are.
What is it, Joey? What am I? Can you say it?
Yeah, of course I can say it, Billy. Being that you're gay. No problem, okay? We're still friends, right?
I hope so.
We are. Okay, nothing's changed.
You say so.
Well, I do. I say so.
Okay. I'll, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see it.
All rise. Oyez, the Court of Common Pleas, Lantano County is now in session. The Honorable Judge Henry Middleton presiding.
You may be seated.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, I move for a continuance on the grounds that new and very significant evidence has been uncovered here.
Mr. Russell, we've already been through this twice already. I have seen your evidence.
But, Your Honor, I need some more time to follow up some leads on a new suspect, and my client...
Can't expect this court to extend any more time to accommodate her or her lawyer.
But, Your Honor...
Particularly having taken such action as skipping bail. Motion denied. Sarah Buchanan, please stand. You have been charged with the premeditated murder of Carlo Hesser. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Jason, what was Luna talking about? What do you have to do?
We were trying to figure out how much money we should get together for the divorce lawyer.
We were talking about that like an hour ago or something.
That's what I mean. And we never finished the discussion, and we never had a plan how you were going to keep custody of the baby.
God, maybe I shouldn't do this.
What?
Maybe I shouldn't get the divorce. All right? Maybe Kevin's the best I'm ever going to get.
Hey, what are you, nuts?
I'm not nuts. I'm just being practical. Look, Kevin's not a bad guy. I mean, he's not a wife beater. He's a pretty good guy, right?
He's just not the guy that's going to make you happy.
No, but his family's pretty incredible, and his family can give my baby everything it ever wanted.
What about you?
I'll handle it.
Don't you want to be with somebody that you love?
Well, sometimes you don't get what you want. Sometimes you just have to have what you need.
No!
Jason, please, be realistic. I mean, who's going to want me, huh? I mean, I'm a single mother. It's hard enough to find a guy just when I'm a normal woman.
Me. I want you. I want you and the baby. I love you. I do. And I always have from the first moment that I saw you. You hear me?